And we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever Q&A for Patreon members and whoever else got the link. It's a pretty hot item right now. I saw on StubHub people are selling the link itself. Oh, okay, now I can see myself on the delay. Oh, I should probably mute that. Okay, so we pulled out all the stops for this one. We've got a light, we have a camera, we have this microphone. Can you guys hear me directly through this microphone? Does it sound worse when I do that? So, the whole point of this is to hang out with you guys and ask you some questions. And it's a limited forum, let me tell you that. So, I imagine there's not going to be a lot of people in here. Oh, we had Kai the camera guy. That's good. With some, really deep questions. How have you been? Thanks, Kai. Kai's right behind the camera right now. So we're just testing things out here. But then we have Richard Bennett. What's up, Richard? Or can I call you Dick? Did you gotta see, we have a new episode coming out where there is a sausage stuffer literally named Dick. No offense, but also kind of funny. And hello Banco Kong Bestie. Cool, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? So basically, Richard, I think you're the only one here who's not part of my team. So if you got some questions, throw them at me, because we're just hanging out right now. And you signed my Bestie shirt yet? Did you send me a shirt for me to sign? Did that happen? I don't think it did. Do we do that? We could probably do that. That would be pretty inefficient, like mailing a shirt to Vietnam to get it signed, and then we try to send it back to you. Give us about 6 months on that, but we'll make it happen. We got another one from Richard Bennett. Or is it Benet? I'm not sure what questions to ask you. That's gonna be an awkward 30 minutes. Whatever I say, will usually be tainted with a hint of sarcasm. Well, I'm ready for the full taint, Richard. Bring it on. All right. Well, does anyone else from the team have questions? I thought for sure if one or two people got here, and we just had a couple of people here, that they would be like, "Oh my God, I have so many things I've always wanted to ask." Well, I can tell you this: we're planning for a new trip right now. We're going to go to Indonesia in about a week and a half, and then after that, we're hoping to go to Iran. But Iran is really difficult to go to because, I don't know, the American-Iranian relationship isn't so hot right now. I don't know if you watch the news at all, but we're still possibly going to be able to get visas anyways for that, but we are in the process. It's a long process, and hopefully in July, we'll be going to Iran. Oh my God, we have Mario Super. Look at this, we have 6 people. Guys, how intimate is this, huh? It's nice, right? All right. Mario says, when will you come back to Da Nang? Actually, I'm going to Da Nang in a couple weeks. Well, I'm just passing through. I'm showing a friend around. But man, I don't think there's anything left to shoot in Da Nang. We shot like everything there. Are there any foods? The only food we haven't shot is kalao, the noodles. But I think we've pretty much shot everything in Da Nang that there is to shoot. All that's left is like a Korean supermarket. We could shoot that. Back to your comments. Richard says, "Yo, I'm always thinking you say sausage just for me." Huh? I was at the mothership. Oh, Richard, you're the super fan. We made you a video, right? That's right. Oh, I zoomed in, I can't zoom out. Oh, there we go. Is this still working? Is our feed still working? Okay, it paused on my side. So I don't know if it's frozen for people watching. Mario, thank you for being a super fan. I don't think your name's actually Mario. Oh wait, I'm talking to Richard. Richard, thank you for being a super fan. Sorry I couldn't make it. It's very busy, but I hope you had a good time in Vietnam. You got to hang out with Laum, right? I believe you did. Laum's a quality dude. And then now we have Catherine. Guys, we have like a regular party going on here. This is going to be some premium content for the people who get to see it later. Not really, but that's okay. This is kind of a test right now. This is our first time doing the live Q&A. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's going pretty good. So Catherine says, come to China. Can I tell you this? Now that we're in this intimate forum with just a few of us, we've tried going to China recently, but for some reason it's really difficult to get a visa from Vietnam to go to China because the embassy situation here is kind of effed. And I don't know how it's legal, I don't know how it's okay, but we went to the embassy like many hours early here in Saigon, trying to go to China, and we couldn't even get in the doors. So they told us to come at 8 p.m. the night before and wait overnight if we want to make it inside to get a Chinese visa. And I'm not gonna do that. So I don't know, I wanna go to China. It's like China's right next door. There's so much there. So we're going to go eventually. I'm just not sure. We have to get, maybe we have to fly to Hanoi. I don't know if the embassy in Hanoi has their shit together any more than here. But we really wanna go. We had a whole plan to go to Chengdu recently and we had to scrap it because of the embassy here. But there's so much in China we wanna see. China's fascinating and huge. And there's some creators there too who I like, so I don't know. The food, have you guys heard of the Food Ranger? He ranges for food and hotels also. He also ranges for hotels. So maybe I could hang out with that guy in Chengdu. I don't know. Anything's possible. Let's go back to the comments. Richard says, I was there too. It's like you keep avoiding me. Richard, yes, you are still there. Huh? Oh, I'm still here. Okay. There's a bit of a delay. Anyways, Richard, are you still in Vietnam? Did you move to Vietnam because of my videos? Do you live here now? I thought you were on a vacation. What else is there to talk about? Anybody else have some hot burning questions? Go ahead, I'm waiting. And then I'm looking at the comments. Oh, you got lots of Laum hugs. That's good. Yeah, Laum's a quality dude. So I'm sure you enjoyed the Mekong series that we just wrapped up. Coming up next, we have a burger video in Saigon. So that was really interesting. We actually sat down with the CEO of McDonald's in Vietnam. There's 21 Vietnam locations, which seems like a lot, but compared to the number of people, like McDonald's, Vietnam is one of the last countries McDonald's came to. It came here in 2014, and when it opened, it was the third biggest opening in McDonald's history. The second was China, and the first, can you guess? It was Russia. So that's kind of weird, right? These kind of more communistic places wanting a taste of that Western pop culture. Maybe that's a way you could say it. I don't know. I think that kind of says something, though. It's not like it was Japan. It's not like it was Dusseldorf. Freaking Russia. They said they served 40,000 people in Russia on their first day open. That's pretty crazy. The hype was real. So we're doing, what's my point? Oh, we got more people. We got Prickaso. Did I say that right? Anyways, we're doing this whole burger video. We showed burgers all throughout Saigon, very unique creations, including a pho burger. Somebody made a burger out of pho. They basically compressed noodles into a bun, and then they put beef in the middle. It was pretty good. But back to your questions. Chengdu. Food in Chengdu is awesome, Catherine says. I agree, although I haven't been there. But I can't wait. I know it's different from any other place in China, and I've had a hot pot elsewhere with the Szechuan chilies and peppercorns, and I love that kind of metallic numbing sensation, so I'm looking forward to trying that actually in the home of Szechuan chili peppers. That would be awesome. All right, Prickaso. Are you still with that lady that was in your first videos? No. Wow, it's getting deeply personal. No, that was a lady I was seeing long ago, we're still on speaking terms. She's doing real good. Great. I wish I could filter these out with my brain before I read them out loud. Do you have any plan to shoot more videos in Vietnam, and in what city? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know, sorry. Yeah, so in Vietnam, so we've shot almost everything in Vietnam. The only things we haven't shot are, like, it's hard because we've shot the main things. And every country we go to, people are like, oh, you shot pho, but you didn't shoot pho in my place. We have a slightly thicker noodle. So that doesn't really make a big difference to an audience watching. So for all intents and purposes, we basically have shot all of the food in Vietnam. Although there's a lot of minority groups here that we haven't covered yet, that we want to. So especially in Vietnam's northwest, I think eventually we'll do something there. And I don't know if I should tell you this. We have a video coming up. We did a video a while ago with American barbecue place here in Vietnam called Quan Ut Ut, and we found, I don't know, we stumbled upon this food, but these guys are gonna cook an entire ostrich. That's coming up pretty soon. They're testing it out this weekend, and we're gonna see how it goes. But they're gonna cook an entire ostrich. That's something I didn't expect to find in Vietnam, but apparently there's ostrich farms here. They farm ostriches, and then you can just buy a whole ostrich. It's huge. It's gonna be nuts. So, definitely that all counts. That's more Vietnam shooting. And then back to your questions. We have multiple people here now. 17 watching? Did we put this into Facebook or something? Oh. All right, cool. Just give me a heads up next time. Oh, everyone can hear what I'm saying. I forgot. Where are you going next? Oh, I already answered that. Sorry, you're late. Oh, has it only been 12 minutes so far? It felt way longer than that. So glad you're pretty much favorite cuisine. Come on, Gabrielle. What kind of lame question is that? Sorry, that was from someone on our team. They wrote that question. We've got imposter questions here, guys. I'm sorry. I just need to let you know. Where are you going next? Okay, we'll go back to Dana. We are going next to Indonesia. We're going to Makassar. And then we're going to West Papua, and then we're going to Bali. So it'll be quite a slice of those 3 very different places in Indonesia. It'll be quite interesting. Yeah. What else we got? We're going back to the comments. Any takeaways from the U.S. trip? In the U.S., what I learned, sorry, I just got to drink some of my Ion Life water. Ion Life. Anytime I'm thirsty, I drink Ion Life. Sorry, I had to do that 2 times during this chat. They're paying me $20,000. That's whatever. So, we have another question. No, let me finish my last point. In the U.S., my big takeaways. So we shot in the U.S. for about 3 weeks. We shot 12 videos. We went to many restaurants. My big takeaway is that the U.S. is being taken over by franchises in ugly beige strip malls. But if you search, you can still find the gems. You do have to look for it, and it's not going to be in the main. Usually, it's not going to be in the main touristy areas. So it does take some work to find. But it also seems like food from different countries, foreign food, ethnic food, whatever people want to call it, is like alive and more attractive, more popular than ever in the U.S., and that's awesome to see. I don't know, when I grew up, it wasn't like that. Wow, our feed is like 30 seconds behind now, huh? It's so distracting. I'm just gonna look at the comments and not watch me. Sorry guys, I'm watching myself in the video. Anyways, back to your questions. Oh, Robert. What's up, Robert? I think I met Robert in Manila years ago. Years ago when my channel was tiny, we did a meetup in Manila. I've only done like a couple meetups, but one was in Manila. There's like 20 people that came when my channel was still quite tiny. Kai was there with me. Um, what is your favorite Thai curry dish? I can't say I specifically have a favorite dish of Thailand of any kind, do I? Something with seafood, anything seafood. I mean, I like pad Thai, but that's a pretty lame answer, right? I don't know Thai food well enough. Thai food is tough. Like, Mark has done a good job of breaking it down for people in Bangkok and throughout Thailand, but for me, it's like, I look at a lot of Thai food and it looks like a lot of random stuff thrown together, and I don't know what it is. So I would really have to get in there and learn about the food more to have a more educated opinion on it. Excuse me. Thai food. What else was I gonna say? Oh, also, we've only done 3 videos in Bangkok. I mean, we covered northern Thailand. That's pretty different from the central area in Bangkok. So we've just done a handful of videos there. I would love to learn more about Thai food, but it's just, it's gonna take some time. Going back to your comments. Catherine says, who's your favorite co-host so far? Oh, that's a really good question. Okay, so people who immediately come to mind, Bekruz was really good. So Bekruz is interesting because he was in Uzbekistan and he worked for the tourism board in Uzbekistan. And so usually someone with that kind of administrative job, you think they're gonna be maybe a little bit boring. Maybe they won't have much personality. So we're like, look, we need to do all these topics. We need to have different guides for the different topics. And he's like, I will be your guide. And I was like, okay, cool. And it turned out that he was awesome. So when we went to Uzbekistan, he was our guide for the whole trip. I mean, a lot of that trip was almost improvised. It was like half planned to half improvised, but it came together really well. He was a great guide. Also in Madagascar, Joel. What a kind soul. We had a lot of fun hanging out with Joel, and that was one of the most memorable trips we've ever taken. But Joel was a great kind of conduit to the culture there, and he was kind of funny in his own subdued way, but he was just a quality person. Who else? I mean, we just wrapped up this Mekong series yesterday with Laum. Laum is great because he's so kind of like innocent and pure, and he just has no filter, whether it's reacting to something positively or negatively, and that's kind of what you want when you're doing a show, is for someone to be to have like big reactions that you can see on video that they're not keeping inside. So that was awesome working with Laum on the Mekong series. Back to your questions. When are you going to bust out the Shrimpies merch? Yeah, so look, we made this, I don't know. We keep trying to make merch so people will buy it. It's kind of one of our side hustles over here. We made the Shrimpies one, and no one really bought it. Like, a couple people did, but we have to reach a certain threshold in order to sell something. So I think not enough people bought it, right? We didn't even ship that. We didn't ship it. No one cared. It's tough. With a shirt, you kind of need some story behind it, or it can't just be Shrimpies, it turns out. I don't know. But if it says, please send nudes, then people are like, that is a hilarious joke. I thought that was funny, too, by the way. Some people said I copied Cup of TJ with that one. I thought of it on my own, and then I Googled it, and then I saw about 100 other people also thought of it on their own, too. So it's not that unique. Anyways, I don't know if we'll do the Shrimpies merch again. Probably not. But maybe we'll do a limited edition for Patreon members. Hi, Sonny. Come to Papua in August. I know it's too late. We're already going to go in a couple weeks from now. But thank you. Sylvia, have you ever been ill from any food you have eaten? You know what? Mostly no. You know what made me ill? We did a eating competition, eating challenge video series in the USA. And we had, we did like hot wings, a giant burger, a giant vessel of ice cream. The only times I've actually like threw up was from that. So basically, the worst one was we had to do was it 10 wings? 10 wings in 5 minutes. That seems pretty doable. 10 chicken wings. I mean, they're a little bit plump, but they're not huge. In 5 minutes, but they were so hot. And they put on this million Scoville unit, like 1,000 times hotter than a jalapeno extract. It's no longer food. It's just chemicals. And I ate it. I ate the first one, and I felt my throat swelling up, and it felt like eating broken glass. It was terrible. And yeah, I got sick from that one. You guys are gonna see it anyways. Like the guy I was eating with, in that series, we did 3 challenges, and we ate with 3 like kind of fans of the show along with me. So you had some comparison to like how a normal person would behave. And this guy took 1 bite, and then he went and threw up behind a car. So that was pretty good. That's good entertainment. Moving forward with your questions. Oh, we only have 9 minutes left, guys. Oh, man. Hola from Malaysia. Excuse me. Will you be coming back to Malaysia? Eventually, yes. Eventually, when I keep spending too much money on trips that are far away, we'll be like, what's nearby again that we didn't go to? Oh yeah, Penang. So probably eventually we'll go to Malaysia again. Malaysia is just a little tough because when we go to like halal eating countries, there's not as huge a diversity of food, and it's more just, it's good food, it tastes good, but you know, we're looking for adventurous stories for the camera, so it's not as like wild, crazy. Like maybe if we go to Dubai, we could eat a camel or something. But in Oman, you know, we ate a lot of good stuff, interesting stuff, but there's kind of limitations. It's hard to find a lot of diversity or like kind of crazy food among halal food. It's good. The food's good. Don't get me wrong. But it's not about the tastiest places. We're trying to find the most unique food. So Malaysia, eventually it'll happen. It's nearby. I like Malaysia. I went to Penang just a few months ago for a little vacation. Going back to your questions. Have you been ill? No. Okay. I mean, yes. Hi from Seoul. Have loved watching your journey. Thank you. Tastes soul good. Appreciate that. I see a lot of your comments on our Instagram especially, so I appreciate you. I feel like the coverage is less compared to other countries visited. Watching your show since it was small, great work and achievement. Feel like the coverage is less compared to other countries visited. I don't know what that means, but okay, cool. Coverage is less. LOL, when? Robert, you can't just write when. I don't know what you're responding to. I've been talking for like 10 minutes. Catherine, I bought the Send Nude shirt. Thank you. Love it. I think Guan Ut Ut made me ill? What? I don't know. It is possible. I mean, if you ate too much. Did you eat too much? Because it's really good food. But if that happened, I feel bad. I love Guan Ut Ut. I try to eat it, every day. Okay, and then I burned through all the questions. We're down to noted, will source out for you. Great, don't know what that means. So if you guys could keep speaking in code and just saying weird things, that would be awesome. It's gonna help our back and forth. Great, guys, pretty successful so far with the live chat, huh? We're having a lot of fun. We're getting into deep discussions, details. I can tell the story about this scar. Does anybody wanna know that? It's kind of fading now. I don't know if there's enough pixels on the screen for you to see it. But, oh, my food is here. Hey, Kai, can you run downstairs and grab my fit food from a lady on a motorbike?
You have to pay for that?
No, I paid on Monday. Sorry, guys, hold on. Hello, is this my fit food?
Yeah.
Fit food?
Yeah, fit food. You're coming down.
Yeah, I'm coming down now.
Yeah.
Okay. I look like a Vietnamese guy now. Okay. She hung up. Kai's getting my fit food. I eat fit food. Free plug for fit food in Saigon. All right, back to your questions. Looks like we have some more. Come to Guam? Oh, so eat coconut crab. We were gonna do coconut crab in Indonesia. We still might, but that's a weird one. It's like there's certain animals that are definitely endangered or vulnerable, and then there's ones where people just don't want you to eat them because they like them or something, but there's no consensus on whether it's actually vulnerable. So coconut worm is one of those where it was kind of unknown. We did research and we didn't know for sure, like if we could eat it or not. So they look awesome. They're probably gonna get wiped out eventually because I believe the coconut worm can't reproduce until it's like 7 years old. You guys should check these out. Not worm, coconut crab. Look up coconut crab on Google. They get huge. It's scary. They look like cartoons. But I would love to try it. I just want to make sure we're not encouraging people to eat something that's gonna run out pretty soon. But you know, in like 10 years, the oceans are gonna be empty anyways. All right, what's next? Good. Dado said for Malaysia, so good. Now I could piece together everything you've written. It'll make sense, right? Andrew, Sonny, love your show. Long time watcher. Thank you. Totally not a critic, but my kids love the show. Just a thought regarding the content. What was the critique? Well, he's right. It's not a critique. I don't see any critique. Thanks. All right, I should do that more often. Hey, just want you to know this is not a critique. Have a nice day. That works. Good. Thank you, Andrew. And I feel bad. We let a couple of swear words through on yesterday's episode. So if people are watching with your kids, I'm sorry for the trauma they had to go through and the subsequent therapy bills that will have to be paid because of the episode they watched, because of the swearing. Or maybe also because we killed a giant dinosaur lizard too. Moving on. Mario says, are you able to cook any Vietnamese delicacies? Which one you are the best at? So Andrew was talking about the language. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, we, that was our bad yesterday. We let some F-bombs slip through. So, as far as can I cook, we don't have a kitchen here. I haven't had a kitchen for like 2 years, but, well, 1 year. But we're moving somewhere that does have a kitchen, and we're gonna be able to get a grill and make all kinds of delicacies, Vietnamese and otherwise. Very excited. Should be nice. Okay, it's not rare here. It's accepted in Guam, so you're good. All right, so in Guam, coconut crabs, no big deal. Just eat them till they're all gone. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay, there's enough of them to keep eating them. Okay, I got it. Next one. My husband's family is Vietnamese, and your show has allowed me to learn about Vietnam, so thank you. Oh, yeah, my pleasure. That's great. I'm glad to hear it. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. Are there any other stories we could tell before we go? We could tell the story of the scar. How many people are watching now?
Tell the story of
17. This is a big group. Oof. Tell the story of what, Brent? Huh? Oh, okay. So, we're about to wrap up, guys. I'm going to answer this one final question and then say goodbye until next time. Mario Super. I just realized that is an inverse of Super Mario, and that's, if you were in Vietnam, that is how you would write the name. That's correct. You would write the last name first. So, Mario's first name is Super, right? Okay. Would you like to come back to Africa and do more videos about tribal food? Yeah, for sure. We're looking at going to Nigeria in a few months, but we'll see. Takes a lot of research, takes a lot of work, and I don't know if they have tribal food. I don't know what they have there, honestly. So it'll be interesting to find out, but we will see. Okay, very last one. Pretty sure they're not endangered. Got it. Back to the coconut crabs. Pretty sure they're not endangered. Good enough for me. Guys, that is gonna wrap up the Q&A for Thursday at 9 a.m. June the 6th. Thank you so much for being here today. It was a great success. We don't know what we're doing for sure, but we tested it out, and I think it kind of all works pretty well. Check out this thing. It's from Madagascar. That's pretty cool. And as you take a look, we're just gonna fade out. We'll see you next time. Thank you all so much for the support. Patreon members, love you, heart. We'll see you next time.